30th. Let's go over the games happened on Sunday, December 29th. We had 6 games, only 6 games. The first game is the Brooklyn Nets lost to the Magic. There was some big trades going on. D'Lo got traded back to the Brooklyn Nets for Shake Milton and Dorian Finney-Smith. So if he held on to D'Lo, congrats. If D'Lo is on the waiver wire, pick him up. He could legit be a top 50, 60-ish type of player in Brooklyn. Can give you 20 points, 6 assists, 3 threes, 1.5 steals, that type of numbers. They're going to play him, obviously. They're going to start him. Actually, I don't know how things going to work out with Ben Simmons and D'Lo. But we'll see. And you also have Cam Thomas in the mix. So, with Dorian Finney-Smith gone, Noah Clowney, he might get a few extra minutes. But another guy that's probably going to maybe get traded is Cameron Johnson. He also has a high probability. He only played 24 minutes here. So, yeah. Noah Clowney, if you want to pick him up, sure, he does have some upside. I think he's going to have some efficiency issues. But, he should give you some points, some threes, some defensive stats. And Ben Simmons, we don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens, what they're doing with the minutes. Maybe they play him at, maybe Claxton lose a few minutes. Who knows? Right? Claxton he had 4 fouls here. He got 31 minutes, which is good. They have Cam Thomas back, coming off the bench, played 24 minutes. 25 points in 24 minutes. Right? Eventually, Cam Thomas is going to start. They still give Keon Johnson 33 minutes. And they give Jalen Wilson 31. So we don't know. We don't know what the minute's going to pan out once D'Lo gets here. But, guys like Noah Clowney, it's okay to pick him up. Right? Jalen Wilson, if you want to continue rostering him. Yeah, for the Magic, they are winning games without all their best players. And how about Gogo Badaze? Crazy good, 19 points, 8 for 10 from the field, 11 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals the block. The only thing he can do is maybe hit free throws and hit threes. He's been amazing, and the Magic realizes it, and they're playing him huge minutes. And they even, he's even playing more minutes than Wendell Carter Jr. Beginning of the season, they're starting Wendell Carter Jr. Have this guy come off the bench. When everybody got hurt, he got minutes. When Wendell Carter Jr. comes back, they realize, okay, Gogo is a better, maybe fit. Given how our roster is right now, it fit better. So, sure, he's gonna have a pretty good finish. Go on the season. Just search him up. Goga, 58th ranked player, and that's only in 25 minutes of play. So if he got 30 minutes, right, that's a top 50 player that you just picked up off the waiver wires. That's really good. Big blocks. Big rebounding, very big field goal guy too. He's shooting 65% on 6.4 attempts. KCP continued to playing pretty poorly, but Jalen Suggs only played. He got hurt again. Yeah. He gets hurt a lot. Jalen Suggs, no reserve seems like a wrist issue. Hopefully it's not too serious. Wendell Carter Jr. He doesn't get that many minutes. If you want rebounds, sure, you could go for it. But that's really the only thing he offers. And Tristan Da Silva, he's been getting a lot of minutes. He's a team best plus 23. So with everybody out, you could also stream him. We don't know when. Ben Carroll has been out for a month now. So we don't know when these guys are going to be back. But it should be close. The next game, the Atlanta Hawks destroyed Toronto Raptors 136-107. And the Hawks, they won 4 straight. In the East, if you win 4 straight, the Hawks, all of a sudden, they're the fifth seed in the East. Pretty good. This game, they had a lot of missing guys. They did not have Bogdanovich. They did not have Dyson Daniels, right? So this guy, Vit, comes in playing 30 minutes. Also got a bunch of oh my God, Jalen Johnson had 6 steals and a block, yeah. Only imagine Dyson Daniel played this game, he would have probably 10 steals. So a bunch of guys were out. No worries. Trae Young still put up big numbers, 34 points, 10 10 assists, 7 threes, and still 2 blocks. Yeah, the Raptors, they're kind of known for their defense. Um, I just know a couple years ago. This year, I don't know their defensive rating. But you would think that because all their players are 6'7", 6'8", super athletic wing guys, that they'll be a good defensive team. But not against the Hawks, who dropped 136 points on them. Clint Capella played 26 minutes. That's pretty high. 12 rebounds, 2 steals. Okay. Decent game. Okungu is back, actually. Played 18 minutes off the bench. Okungu is a guy that we could roster or stream, right? 2 steals in the block, 15 points. He and Clint Capella, they just share minutes at the center spot. DeAndre Hunter continues to be just crazy efficiency. Only 22 minutes, 22 points and 2 threes. DeAndre Hunter needs to be picked up right now. I just don't know if Bogdanovic comes back, how much usage or minutes he's getting. He obviously playing really well right now. Jalen Johnson, crazy good game with 6 steals and a block. A little issue with the efficiency, but when you get 7 stocks, everything can be forgotten. Ricochet played 26 minutes, 2 steals and a block, 7 rebounds. You could also stream him in the short term. For the Raptors, they got destroyed. RJ played a mediocre game. The problem with him is just the efficiency, right? And Scotty Bombs, 5 assists, 3 steals, 8 rebounds is okay, and good efficiency. But the problem with him is, look, he had 8 turnovers again. He has a lot of games where he's just kind of clueless offensively, so he's just turning the ball over and over again. 8 turnovers is a lot. Grady Dick played 24. Yeah, because the blowout, they also committed a bunch of fouls. Right? Who did they commit the fouls? Trae Young went to the line 7 times. Okay, but yeah, they all committed 4 or 5 fouls. Jacob Poeltl is back. Welcome back. 2 steals and 3 blocks. Continue to put up big numbers. Right? So if you were streaming Chris Boucher, you can probably let him go. And they also got Bruce Brown back. Moving on to the next one. This is an upset. The Indiana Pacers beat the Celtics. The Celtics, they are only just 5-5 in their last 10. Right? They've been losing a bunch of games. I don't know why. Tyrese Halliburton, 31 points, 6 assists, 7 rebounds. So yeah, amazing game from him. Andrew Nembhard, also a very big game. 8 rebounds, 8 assists, 17 points. He's somebody that you could stream for some assist. That's really it. You can't really rely on him to give you anything else. Look, he only take 1 3 2. If he attempts like 5-6 threes a game, that's fine. I would think the Indiana Pacers they only attempted 23 threes as a team. I thought the Pacers shoot a lot of threes, but apparently not. They only took 23 of them here. Miles Turner, no blocks, so can't be too happy about that as a fantasy owner. Pascal Siakam brought the defensive stats, 3 steals in a block. Pretty happy. Siakam is just super consistent this year, and Benedict Mathurin, he's still starting. He's still getting numbers, but the numbers are slowly fading away. So you can't even sell high on him. So now just hold. For the Celtics, Jason Tatum played 41 minutes. He was a minus 21. 3 steals in the block is really good. Jason Tatum has been very good this year, even on a per game basis wise, because he's scoring so much. 7th ranked player, 28.5 points a game. Also making a lot of threes, 4 threes, 8 rebounds. 4 threes, 9.6 rebound. That's a lot of rebound. 5.6 assists and 1.3 steals. They are very, very good. Right? The only thing is maybe his free throws can improve a little bit, but he's already very, very good. And he's played 29 games so far this year as well. Can't be mad about Tatum's production this year. Pretty good stuff. Meanwhile, Jaylen Brown, sure, he put up decent numbers, 31 points and 2 threes, but offensively, he's still, first of all, he's very streaky, and I don't know if he's got a left now. It's kind of a meme, right? He cannot really dribble. That 1 year versus the Heat, he kept turning the ball over and over when they make him go left. So, he's putting up decent numbers. He was a Finals MVP, but how good is he really? This game, obviously, when you're playing on a good team, a lot of your weaknesses can be masked because team's not going to double team you out that much. They can't. Right? Derrick White, 17 points, 3 threes, and a block. Pretty good. And Al Horford goes 2 for 12. Had 5 personal. A bad game from Al Horford, but As long as Porzingis is out, continue to roster him. He played 30 minutes here. And how about Peyton Pritchard? He just has crazy efficiency. 21 points with 5 threes. The efficiency for this guy is just unreal. He also doesn't turn the ball over, right? He's a really good free throw shooter. So if you got an efficient team, my God, and he makes. I saw a stat like he's averaging crazy amount of threes. Like he's a top 5 in the NBA of threes made. Yeah. 3.7 threes a game. 65th ranked player. Yeah, he's a must roster. He just keep finding ways to get minutes. Obviously, Jrue Holiday is out. But if Jrue Holiday is playing, Porzingis is out, right? He still can't find ways to get minutes. So, yeah. The next one, but also, if you can sell him for a consistent top 50 player, right? That's something I would do. If you, let's say, you don't need the threes and efficiency. If you need threes and efficiency, it's fine to just have him. The next one is the Grizzlies lost to Oklahoma City Thunder. This one wasn't really close, and they did not have Ja Morant. Scottie Pippen Jr. is a really good stream as long as Ja is out. 6 assists, a steal and a block. You take it. And Desmond Bane played 29 minutes. Desmond Bane has been a very big disappointment this year. 3 threes, 22 points, 9 rebounds, nothing else. Yeah. Meanwhile, Jaren Jackson Jr. started at the center. Finally has a bad shooting night, 3 for 17, but still goes 7 for 8 from the free throw line. Still on the block. Jaren Jackson Jr. this year, out of nowhere, improved his field goal by a lot. And his free throw. So just look at his numbers this year. So that, overall. So this year, he's shooting 49%. Last year, he's shooting 44%. The year before, he's shooting 50. Okay. The year before was also kind of an outlier where he shot 50%. Maybe it's just offensively, 3-point, he's not shooting that well. He's shooting 34%, which is his career average. But another thing that he improved over the years is his free throw. He's shooting 81%. Right, first 2 years was around 75, and then he had a good year. So he's actually up and down his free throw. 1 year he shot 83%. Yeah, but one thing to note is in 2023, he blocked 3 shots. Last year, he only blocked 1.6. This year, only 1.7. So this is why the blocks, going from 3 to 1.6 is a huge drop-off. Huge drop-off. But I think it doesn't really matter where you drafted Jaren Jackson Jr. You should be very happy. He's like a top 15 player right now. Jalen Wells, John Conchar is another guy that whenever he plays big minutes, he put up big numbers. 34 minutes here, 15 rebounds, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. He didn't even shoot the ball that well. So he should be a guy that's always also on our roster. We should also pay attention to him. Whenever guys are out. Luke Kennard is another guy. He's going to hit 3 or 4 threes. Give him 25 minutes. For Oklahoma City Thunder, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander continues to put up just crazy numbers. 35 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists. Just efficiency across the board. Only 1 turnover, 2, and 4 blocks. Crazy good stuff. Kaysen Wallace started. And Jalen Williams, a good bounce back being with 10 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals. He's struggling shooting the basketball a little bit. Maybe just adjusting to playing with Isaiah Hartenstein. Because when they were going completely small, right? Jalen Williams, he just had way more room to operate, I guess. So he's struggling a little bit, but no worries. Per game basis, he's a top 15 player, top 20 player. So it doesn't really matter where you're drafting him. He's still giving you really good value. The next one, there's some drama here. Miami Heat beat Rockets, and a bunch of guys got ejected. Right, I think Amen Thompson threw Tyler Hero down on the ground, and I don't know how many players got ejected, but a bunch of them got ejected afterwards. I don't know if there's suspension coming for Amen Thompson. For now, assume there's no suspension. If there's if there's suspension, like Cam Whitmore maybe get a few extra minutes. But look here, like with everybody back, Amen Thompson still played 31 minutes, which is crazy. So he needs to be rostered. He's an absolutely must roster. For the Heat, a really good win actually. beat the Rockets on the road. Tyler Hero, amazing game, 27 points, 3 threes, 9 assists, and 6 rebounds. But went 4 for 7. But that's really the only thing. Terry Rozier goes 6 for 19. If you want to have Terry Rozier at the moment, I would have him. But you just field goal wise, if you're trying to win field goal that week, probably not. Otherwise, look, the minutes is great. The usage, at some point, he's going to put up numbers, right? A steal and a block, 5 rebounds. Look at the counting numbers, they're fine. It's just the efficiency. Bam Adebayo, another, 3 steals is nice, 10 rebounds, but 4 for 12 from the field, 4 for 6 from the line, committed 5 fouls. They started Kevin Love. He's not really fantasy relevant at the moment, but if he ever get 20 to 25 minutes, you could stream him for rebounds and threes, right? He give you that combination. And Haywood Highsmith played 37 minutes. He's a guy that we could also stream. And Jovic came off the bench, played 31 minutes. Yeah, those are the 2 guys that we could look, 3-and-D guys, right? Their threes are usually pretty wide open, and they can do a bit of everything else. So with Jimmy Butler away from the team, these are the 2 guys we could stream and just see how things go. For the Rockets, Fred VanVleet, he's playing a lot better lately. Still 6 for 17 from the field, but hit 4 threes, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 shoots, and 2 blocks. This is what he can do. Give you a bunch of steals and give you blocks as a 5'11 guy, right? Because his blocks, they're not traditionally, he gets up there and blocks. He strips. When some guy's going up, he takes the ball. That's also a block. So that's probably how he got all his blocks. Pretty good stuff. Jalen Green, struggling, right? If Tara Eason played, who knows whether Jalen Green's going to get 34 minutes. Pretty horrible game. He was a -10, right? While Şengün and Fred VanVleet was +4. Şengün, big game from him too. 18 rebounds, 6 assists, a steal and a block. If you want a nitpick, really, it's just the 5 turnovers. Jabari Smith Jr. had 2 threes. He's fallen off quite this game. But, if Tara Eason is healthy, a lot of times Jabari Smith Jr. doesn't get all the minutes. So I would try to look to sell him if you can. And Dylan Brooks played 39 minutes, hit 5 threes. He's not really fantasy relevant, although he had a really good game here. The last game of the night, the Spurs barely lost to Timo. The Spurs is a force to. They're a good, decent team. Let me just say this. And this is only Wemby's second year. This is only Wemby's second year. The Spurs, they may not make the play-ins this year because how competitive the Western Conference is. But if they're in the East, easily they make the playoffs. Right now they're the 10th, right? Phoenix, they are probably going to catch up to them. And who's going to drop off? The Warriors, the Timberwolves, the Nuggets, So, if I have to bet, I still think the Spurs are not going to make the play-ins. But, they're competitive, which is good for all the Spurs players. Because if they're not competitive, when it comes to March, they'll just start sitting guys. Right, that's the big concern. Victor Wembanyama took 30 shots. So they're just letting him do whatever. 30 shots, hit 4 threes. Yeah, I'm just surprised how many threes he's making and how great a free throw shooter he is. Like, he just keeps surprising you. I thought we'd come in and get a bunch of defensive stats. He's already doing that. And then on top of it, he's almost a 90% free throw shooter, and he's making like 3.5 threes. Right? He's taking 12 threes a game. Crazy stuff. I think at some point even this year, to be honest, having Victor Wembanyama on our team is pretty crazy. Good thing that we still have Jokic, so their values are still kind of close. But in the coming years, if Jokic falls off, who can? There's no fantasy. There's not a player with, Luka, maybe another guy, but Luka just give you all the counting, like rebound, assists, and blocks. You can't really compare him to Wemby, who is efficient everywhere. He's probably going to make 4 threes at some point in his career. He's blocking 4 shots. Nobody in the league can, is doing what he's doing. So, pretty career stuff. And he's a +5 here, Jeremy Sohan. And actually, another thing is, lately, they are just giving their starters 35 minutes. They give Devin Vassell 36. They give Chris Paul 35. Amazing game by Chris Paul, by the way. Scoreless, but 14 assists and 4 steals. So this is just very unspurs-like. They're giving everybody 35 minutes, and the bench players get nothing. Right? Stephon Castle was getting 29 minutes. Now he gets 7. Keldon Johnson only 17. I don't know if this is gonna last. They're obviously experimenting different stuff, right? At the beginning of the season, they only give me Victor Wembanyama 30 minutes. So try to sell Chris Paul, Devin Vassell, Jeremy Sohan, these guys high if you can. I keep saying, but they keep performing. Harrison Barnes goes 8 for 9. Yeah, I mean, can't really trust it. But if he gets 33 minutes every single night, then he also has some value, right? Because he's gonna hit some threes. He's gonna score some points, which could be useful in your team. We look at the Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards, actually a pretty bad game. 6 for 20, 14 points, and is a buy low right now. He's been bad this year, but give him a top 20-ish type of player. That's something else to do. Mike Conley has been horrible. We do not need to roster him. And Dante DiVincenzo, how about that? 26 points. Try to sell him if you can. 5 threes and a steal. He played really, really well. He's a plus 23. He's the reason that they won this game. So making all those threes. Yeah, if you want to pick him up thinking he's getting hot, sure, but he's not going to get 33 minutes every game. Rudy, 2 blocks, 15 rebounds, 17 points. Pretty good game from Rudy, while Julius Randle just doing Julius Randle things. Yeah, I mean, this cat trade is not looking good. Randle is just not, I hate to say this, but I think it's pretty kind of obvious, right? He's the type of player that can put up numbers, but efficiency-wise, he's not that efficient. So, come playoff time, there are a couple of playoff series where when he's the first option, he just goes, he's fine to be maybe the third option, right? Not even the second option. So the Wolves, this is actually a big win for them. Now they're the 8th seed, right, versus the Spurs. And that's it, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.